Yeah, next we got our weirdly placed co-main event with Aleksei Oleinik, who's somehow ranked 15,
Yeah,
plus
what?
220, fighting Sergey Spivac, minus 270, fighting at heavyweight. This fight, yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of it because it was essentially the only reason of having this fight and having this fight be the co-main event was to build Spivak. I mean, there was like they weren't. There's no way that the promotion's trying to build a Linux at this point. And
No.
but and yeah, and Spivak, I gotta say, didn't necessarily seize the moment. I mean,
Uh.
that's not to discount Oleinik. He's a tough night out for anybody, and like he's literally the perfect gatekeeper. Like he is kind of the delineation mark between the top and the bottom of heavyweight. You know what I mean? I see why they made the matchup. I just don't see why they made it the co-main. And like I said, I don't necessarily think Sergey Spivak seized the moment either in the octagon or in the post-fight interview or like, you know what I mean? Like if a star emerged last night named Sergey Spivak, then I would put my foot in my mouth about the card placement. But it did, you know what I mean? It kind
Oh
of
yeah.
proved me right more than anything. But proved us right, I should say. But yeah, how did you see round one? Because I gotta say, I'm super interested. As much as I kind of shit on this fight, I'm super interested to talk to you about it because I thought it was insanely hard to score. I thought it was depending on what you like and how you see things. I don't know. I thought this was kind of a weird fight to score, and I've been dying to hear what you thought about it and how you scored it. Round one, I mean, I gave it 10-9 Spivak. I thought, he was so good at disengaging the clinch and kind of keeping it at like kickboxing range. But kind of the theme of this fight was Oleinik ending the round in really dominant positions and attempting deep, like really tight sub attempts, which we all know he's one of the most dangerous submission artists in UFC history. And so it was always like the story of this fight is like, do you value the first 4.5 minutes of the round or do you value, how a round ends? And
So
yeah.
the only round I had Oleinik winning was the first, because he was actually striking with him pretty
He was.
50-50 in the
Yeah,
first
they were both
round.
landing bombs. They were both landing bombs. That's fair. Yeah.
And then he got the takedown and finished in a good position. So I was like, all right, that's enough for me to give it to him. But even though he ended up in a what you would call a dominant position for the last like 13 seconds of round two, I thought he got dominated in round two for the most part.
Yeah, but I thought that the sub attempt was even deeper than the first round. Like that
True.
was fucking close. Like that was close, man. That's almost
It
the
was super
equivalent
deep.
of like having a guy wobbled at the end of the round. That was especially with like I said, if his last name's not Oleinik, maybe I'm not giving it as much kind of credence. But
But I mean,
he
that's like
finishes people with that.
if Derek Lewis lands a big punch, we expect the fight to pretty much get finished. So
No, it's like that's his bread and butter. So I think round two, I still gave it to Spivak, but I did think that like Oleinik, and I don't think that was a coincidence. I literally think at this age and kind of stage of his career, Oleinik knows, and it was proven in the third round that he can't go 15 minutes. So, but what he can do is the last 45 seconds of each round try to get a finish. And like I think that was like intentional. Like I think that was literally pretty much his game plan. Like weather the storm, exchange some bombs at the end of the round, try to get a submission. Like I don't think he was. I think Oleinik knew he was never going to win a decision.
yeah, I agree with that
He
completely.
was like
I think
conceding
Oleinik
that.
understands that, like he has to win by finish because
Yeah.
and honestly, man, I'd just be done fighting, huh? 75 professional fights, like just be done, huh?
Yeah, I'm just like not stoked when I see that name. Like,
I'm not. Like I
on the
literally,
screen.
I literally am like, all right, I guess I have to watch that.
Yeah. In like Spivak, I don't know. I think Spivak has like a limited ceiling. I think the UFC kind of
Me
made a wrong
too.
move of like trying to build this guy.
His personality sucks.
Yes, like I didn't hit the snooze button on the fight. I hit the snooze button on the post-fight interview.
100%.
Like almost quite literally, like bro, I was like literally nodding off. It was late last night, but yeah. So round three, I thought Spivak was the. It just came down to him not being 40. I mean, Oleinik was so gassed by round three. But credit, he never gave up. He kept swinging. He never even accepted really bottom position. He was turning to his side. He was trying to get butterflies. He fought to the bitter end, but he was just toast. I mean, listen, I think he would even tell you he didn't have 15 minutes in him, which if you don't have 15 minutes in, you like kind of to your credit, what you were saying, like probably time to hang it up. But I mean, it was a competitive. He hurt Spivac. It was a tough night out for Spivac. I said Spivac did not look great, and I guess Oleinik didn't allow him to look great. But I mean, Spivac landed some punches that maybe does, finish a lesser man than Oleinik. Oleinik is a tough night out, like we said. But yeah, I just think it was just blah to me. Like, because obviously you don't come out of it feeling good about Oleinik. Like, I wouldn't even come out of it feeling good about Oleinik even if he won. So like that was just like off the table. And then as far as like coming out of it feeling like Spivac got built up, or that Spivac, like, oh, did he gain fans last night? Did we have a fun new heavyweight contender? No. Like,
checking all the no's.
Checking all the no's, man. It was 29-28 unanimous decision. I scored it 30-27, but so you scored it. I guess all the judges agree with you that Oleinik won the first round, which I'm not mad at. It was a very, very close round.
Close round.
Yeah, for sure. So
the only round that was really that close, I thought.
Spivac, I think he was the biggest favorite on the card, and he did win. That's another thing, too. Like, in all these exciting finishes on this card, you're the biggest favorite on the card. And
it's the most lame style of fight and finish you've seen. With the exception of Aleksei Oleinik having a bunch of scar tissue from fighting 80 professional fights. Like, he was busted up, bleeding everywhere by the end of the fight, but it really wasn't because Spivac was doing great damage. It was really just more.
Spivac was landing shots and Oleinik was eating shots, but it's just like, man, if you're a heavyweight and you're a young rising heavyweight and you can't knock out Aleksei Oleinik, but Aleksei Oleinik has a legendary chin. But I'm just saying, like, it's heavyweight. I wouldn't be saying this if we were in a different division, but I feel like a young rising heavyweight has to get that finish, in my opinion, especially to kind of be proven worthy of getting the co-main slot. So yeah, I mean, I guess Spivac gets that 15th ranking. Who does he fight next? Like, do I care? Not really. Let me see here. Bottom of the heavyweight division. Looks like, there's Sergey Pavlovich, Tom Aspinall. You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing just build Aspinall.
Yeah, build him off Spivac's back.
Yeah, because I don't think Spivac is going to rise to that level. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have to look stupid.
I like Aspinall a lot, though.
But yeah, I do. I think maybe match him. But I think that's my answer every week. Like, just Aspinall. I want to see Aspinall fight. I think that's really what it boils down to. I want to see Aspinall fight. So.
Well, I mean, that should tell the UFC that they need to build Tom Aspinall, because if we're out here talking about how we want to see this guy fight,
and we don't want to
build that star.
Fight.
Let's build that star.
Who's more marketable, Spivac or Aspinall? I mean, it's
definitely
easy.
Aspinall.
Yeah, 100%.